Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue the reference materials. So today, I think, there is some stuff in here. So I guess today, what we'll do is we'll just kind of look over all the generic, other vehicles category. So here we can see your standard deuce and a half truck. You know, it's got the canvas wrap, so it could be hauling troops in there, it could be hauling cargo. What else do we have? We have a field truck. I'm not sure what models these are based off of. I'm not that knowledgeable on support vehicles. Humvee, that's a pretty obvious one. And you can see they even modeled the machine gun, which for something that's like essentially flavor when you think about it, because it's like you'll have a couple of these on the battlefield when you're flying over. It's not something you're really gonna see, so I like the how they do the tires here. So you see one sprite for the side view of the tire, and they have another one there, which and then it's kind of clever. It almost looks like a mudguard from the corner, you know, if you put mudguards in the front of your vehicle instead of the rear. Yeah, like here it works a lot better because you can be like, oh, they're just mudguards. But honestly, it's kind of clever, all things considered. And we can see it's in the classic desert camo. Oh, okay. That one actually has stuff, so we'll go over that later. Here's one of the mules that oh, you can actually see the steering wheel. Okay, sorry if that makes anyone nauseous. I know it. Look at how it pops around, but you can see some buttons there. But these are used to basically tow aircraft and equipment around on the flight deck. God, that is awful. I wonder what's causing that. So this is Mule A, and they have different variants. Here we can see Mule B, which again, an impressive amount of detail, although to be fair, in the original USNF 97, you might take a close look at these given their presence on the flight deck when you launch and when you recover. So we see steering wheel and buttons again. Mule C, which this is a firefighting mule, I do believe, that looks like it could be coiled up hoses. It's in emergency colors, same steering wheel and control panel. And actually, if anyone has like any knowledge on mules for aircraft carriers all the way back from World War II all the way up into today, drop me a link in the comments, because I know it's not, like, obviously it's not sexy, no one cares about mules, but at the same time, I'm kind of interested in them, knowing, you know, what are the requirements when they issue like a request for proposal or something, you know, what are their capabilities, who builds them, you know, and there's doesn't seem to be a ton of information out there on that. Like, I have one article, I think, on like a couple tractors they used, just kind of improvised in the early stages of World War II before they started making purpose-built vehicles. But I'd be very curious to read up on these, so drop me a link in the comments if you know any good books or websites or something like that. Sam Truck, which was a great target. I think this is based on a Soviet gas model or something, and you can see it's got 6 SAM missiles. It's got, could be a Soviet star, could be a Vietnamese star. Probably not Vietnamese, I think their star is golden. But definitely has that 70s look to it. Stealth Radar 1, anti-stealth radar receiver. Okay, so this is just like a mission thing. I'm not sure if it actually does detect stealth as far as the game goes, but you can see it's probably a lower frequency radar, and this might even be a completely made-up vehicle. I have no idea given the limited details on it, but it looks like they used an armored fighting vehicle chassis, you know, maybe a tank, maybe an IFV. Took the turret off and then just put a telescoping mast with a large radar on it. And Stealth Radar 2. Okay, so what they're doing here, and you can see this one definitely looks kind of another one based on a tank or IFV. So this is a transmitter, and what they got set up here is basically this thing's going to transmit, and then the other one is supposed to receive the return vehicles. I think from having 2 different locations, that can let you better triangulate what you're seeing and give you a little less uncertainty on where it is. But again, I don't know if this is based on any actual concept or if this is, I would think it is, but it's not one I'm familiar with. But again, this is just something to just be a target during missions, I think. Straight flush that has a description, and we're back to trucks, so kind of a short episode. There's not too many in the other category, but we got some stuff, so that will do us for today. Next time we'll start going through the vehicles that actually have a real description. I like how this one, truck, no information available. Thanks. You could have just gotten rid of the description like you do for like the Sam truck. Sam carrying truck, no information of it. See, it has a description page, but it's just grayed out. That's kind of funny. Anyways, so I think that'll do us for today. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.